I have realized that we are blocking our blessings just because we are not grateful or we are not grateful enough. If you are not grateful, you are in a complaining cycle. That's one way or another. There is no middle here. I think you cannot be neutral in this case. Your mind is either complaining or grateful. That's what you have. Either there is a constant chatter there that complains a lot, that takes things for granted, that don't understand, don't appreciate what life is giving to you, what is giving you every day. But instead, it complains, it judges, it criticizes. And that is not working for you. That is blocking the blessings are coming to you. Why I am saying that? Because if you don't appreciate what you have right now, if you don't see the positive side of the things, if you don't change your perspective, you are not receiving blessings that is right in front of you. It is not, blessings doesn't mean always that something is coming to you. It also means that there are so many things in your life. There are so many things to appreciate, to be grateful for. Because if you take things for granted, you are not going to enjoy the life fully. You are not going to enjoy what you have already. Imagine you desire a beautiful and the most expensive car in the world. You get that car, but you lose interest in that car very soon because your ego wanted that thing so badly. Now, if you don't get to appreciate that car, you are not going to enjoy, you are not going to be satisfied enough. You are going to lose your interest soon and you'll feel depressed again. That is the blessing I'm talking about. If you take things for granted, you are not going to see the blessing. You are not going to feel joyful inside. If you take people for granted, if you don't value them enough, if you don't appreciate them, if you are not grateful for them, you are not going to enjoy life with them. You are going to constantly either judge them or complain about them, and that is not working for you. That's the blessing I'm talking about here. You don't feel blessed. You don't enjoy. You don't feel joyful. You can start appreciating things you have. That is not, maybe you've heard this before, but I'm trying to give you the meaning of that, what that exactly means. You need to start appreciating things in your life. You need to appreciate things you have already. Because it is true that if you appreciate them, you're gonna have more. If you appreciate what you already have, you change your perspective from complaining state to appreciation state, let's say, to a joyful state. And if you feel joyful, you are going to vibrate from that state. And you are going to be vibrationally matched to the things that you would appreciate more. That's when you are getting and receiving your blessings. That's why you need to be in that grateful state. You need to be in that praying state. You need to be in that appreciation and joyful state. that's when you receive more blessings from life. It's like the life's way of saying to you that, oh, this person is appreciating more. Let's give him more and see what happens. Wherever your focus is on, their energy flows there. So wherever the spotlight, your energy flows there. So if you appreciate, if you are in that state, if you are in a grateful state, your life is going to be full of appreciation and full of grateful state. Your life is going to be more joyful. But if you take things for granted, if you complain, if you judge, if you criticize, your life is going to be more of those states. You are going to bring those experiences for you to complain even more, to judge even more, to criticize even more. So, choice is yours. Are you going to take things for granted and not appreciate and stay in that complaining cycle forever and bring more of that? Or you are going to start appreciate more for things that you have already and more things to come? Which one do you choose now? So the reason why we are not appreciating and we are not grateful enough is because we are coming from that hurtful state. We are hurt in the past. That's why we are suspicious of people. That's why we are suspicious of the things. We doubt others. We doubt our blessings. We think there are things that out there and they are so good to be true. We think we are not deserving enough. That's why we need to question our deservability. Yeah, I think we complain and don't appreciate because it's like two sides of the medallion. You either appreciate or complain. You either appreciate or judge. You either appreciate or criticize. You cannot complain at the same time you appreciate things. It is actually about self-love. It is actually about self-hatred. You are struggling from self-hatred. So you think you don't deserve enough. This can be so good to be true. So you don't see your blessing. You don't appreciate people. You don't value them. You take things for granted. But if you observe your life deeply, you'll find a lot of things to appreciate, to be grateful for. And taking things for granted doesn't work for you because you are never satisfied enough. Because for ego loves to desire and to gain things, to receive things, to be more, to have more. Then you'll get things, and ego wants just another thing, just more things. You don't have time to focus on what you have. You constantly want what you don't have. You focus on what you don't have, and that's when you are miserable. You don't appreciate what you have. That's when you are depressed, stressful, just not satisfied with your own life. It's like you are either joyful or not. It's like life actually wants you to be joyful, but you believe the judgments, criticism in your mind. You believe the negative beliefs in your mind that telling you that you don't deserve, you are not good enough. It is good to be true. They cannot be that kind to you. You need to be a little bit suspicious. That's when you believe the negative beliefs in your mind and block your blessings. How you are blocking your blessings? By simply not satisfying with your life by simply not satisfying whatever you have already, by simply focusing on the wrong things, negative side of the things. You can just look at one person and appreciate and think good things about that person, and you can find many bad stuff about that person. It is a choice, and it is up to you which is working for you, which is serving to you. Because whatever you focus on, you are bringing into your life. If you focus on the negative side of that person, you are going to receive negative side. If you are going to focus the good side, positive sides of that person, you are going to receive the good side. So it is actually up to you. Stop representing yourself from the hurtful state. Stop vibrating from that hurt state, because I know that there is a child inside you that might be hurt, might be thinking he is or she is not good enough, or he's not deserving certain things, and he's taking things for granted. But you are now an adult. You don't need to live the life from that child's perspective, from that little innocent but hurt child's perspective, because it's not working for you at all. You are grown up. Stop acting like a child. That's why people are telling you that. That's the deep meaning of this thing. Grow up. Be a wise child, not hurt. And be grateful. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful for what you already have. If you observe your mind about certain topics, it has very rigid, very strict thoughts about certain things. It is like you know them by heart, but they are changeable. So you need to see them for what it is and just let go. Just choose to see the other perspectives, choose to see the good sides of the things, because there is good and bad, not only bad, not only good. So recently I have realized that I have very negative thoughts about the school and school system. There are facts, and that was the reason why I was homeschooling my son. Some parents think like that. Some parents think positively about school, and I chose to think positively because thinking negatively doesn't work for me at all. Because I sent him to kindergarten last year, and it was a lot of work for me. It was so overwhelming, so anxious to me. And I did that to myself. Like I was responsible for all of that pretty much, because that was my mind creating all that stuff. But usually most of the parents send their child to school and don't worry even a bit. And I think most of the time they are right. If you don't worry, you don't create shit around you. Your child doesn't need a worried mom. Well, I was not that worried, but I still don't like the school system, and I want a lot of changes still. But it's not all bad, and it is working for kids, and it is working for people, for parents too, because you don't want your kid see you all day long and not other people. That is not fair. That is not fair to them. That is not even fair to you. You need some time for yourself too while they are at school. All right, let's wrap it up.